Hello, Knockouts. Tanya TKO here. You're getting ready to react to the situation that is going on with Iggy Azalea and the drama which has ensued in her life now that she has finally given birth. There's some crazy things that are going on behind the scenes where she is now begging the baby's father, Playboi Carti, to come and sign the baby's birth certificate. A lot of drama going on. So we're going to play this for you. Shira7 is going to come on and we're going to react live to this. But let me explain to you who I am and what we're doing here. I am Tanya TKO. I am a self-love specialist on TanyaTKO.com. I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist, and I am a certified life coach with a specialty in relationship coaching. On this channel, we react to viral topics and we use this as teachable moments for dating in our own lives. So my goal here is to get you to self-love through relationships, to use relationships as an outward facet of the own internal self-love that you have, and let that be a vibrational match for the love that you have for you, because you will attract your mirror. And so Iggy Azalea, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. What has gone on? So we all remember Iggy Azalea from all of the controversy that has ensued where Black men were calling her an honorary Black woman. All right. Remember, because so Iggy Azalea is an Australian rapper. And so she has used Black girl swag to be able to get herself on and all of this other stuff, right? So she used Black girl swag to get herself on. And so we're going to bring Shira on in just a second. I just want to explain who Iggy Azalea is. Iggy Azalea said some problematic things about Black women, and there were Black men who were there supporting her, talking about she's an honorary Black girl and all this other stuff, standing up, sticking up for her. And she was under the impression that there was something about her, whatever it is, her blonde hair or whatever it is, that she thought would cushion her from mistreatment, maltreatment. She thought that it would cushion her. She thought that there was something, because, you know, people, they listen to the dust squirting into their air, and they're like, oh, there must be something wrong with these ladies. This is why these ladies can't do X, Y, Z. However, if a person is toxic, they're going to bring that toxicity over to any community. So she wanted the Blk Experience, and now she has been inducted into the Statistic Hall of Fame. So now she's out here crying and running around trying to get the baby father, the baby daddy, to come sign the birth certificate, and he refuses. Let's bring Shira7 on the line.
Hi.
Hey, Shira. So for those of you who don't know Shira, introduce yourself to the people.
Hi, I'm Shira7. I have a YouTube channel. We focus on level up and getting the bag. And I'm here to discuss and react to this video that I have never seen.
Yeah. So do you know who Iggy Azalea is?
I do. She's a rapper that came from Australia and said some bad things, and a lot of people stopped liking her after that. And I know she had a baby with a basketball player, but that's as far as I know.
I'm hearing it was Playboi Carti.
Okay, Playboi Carti.
Look, I don't know if he's a basketball player, a rapper turned basketball turned rapper. I don't know. The name sounds kind of rapperish to me. So if you all are ready, listen, if you all are ready, we could jump right into it. So here's the video. All right.
You've been doing it while I was pregnant. This man didn't even come to see his son be born. He went to Philly to play the PlayStation with little Uzi. He felt that was more important than seeing his son be born. And I had a scheduled C-section, by the way, because my son was so big. They were like, you can't have a natural birth. I'm not still with him, in case you're wondering. No, I'm not still with him. Who misses their first son being born? It's COVID. He's the only person you can only pick one person during COVID when you're having a baby to be on your approved list. Of course, I picked my son's father to come and be there, but he was busy apparently. Imagine spending time playing PlayStation with your friend instead of seeing your first son be born. Make that make sense. You've been doing it while I was pregnant. This man didn't even come to see his son.
Let's get to the next clip.
He went to Philly and then as soon as I got pregnant, it was kind of like this motherfucker thought that he just had me forever, almost during our relationship before my pregnancy. He was really great. I really loved this man, and I think that I held on to, even though he was treating me like shit during the pregnancy and after, I really romanticized the way our relationship used to be, and held onto that like good part of him, hoping that he could be that way again, you know, and hanging on to his every word and his promises about how he was going to be that person again and be that man that I needed him to be for our family. Come sign your son's birth certificate, please. I've asked you so many times, your firstborn son. Could you please come and sign your son's birth certificate? I would love that. Would love it. Shit, so whack. And then as soon as I got pregnant,
and then there's another clip. Here we go. Let's. So far, Shira, what are you thinking so far? Because there's one more clip left. What are you thinking?
I think I would have been married before I had somebody's child. I don't care if they paid. You know, she already has money, so she didn't have any excuse not to go get that ring first. I think she was trying to just be cool and thinking being a baby mama would have been fine and A, B, C, and D. But you know, she has money. She has you know, the way to support herself. She didn't need to be a baby mama. She could have demanded marriage.
All right, let's hear the last piece. Let's hear what else she got to say.
Of course, I still love this mother. This mother was still fucking me up until 5 days ago, saying he was in love with me. I have a baby with him. That's why I'm so pissed the off about how deep this whole thing goes. So lame. And y'all all aren't all of you aren't you and mother friends.
Oh my.
This suck it and die.
Ooh.
That's it. Merry Christmas. Of course, I still love this
my.
This mother was still
that was profanity riddled. Oh my gracious.
I think Nicki Minaj is laughing at her right about now.
Wait, why?
Because she got married and had a baby, even though he was a dusty or whatever he is. I think she got her beat still.
She said that he was having intercourse with her up until 5 days ago. What are your thoughts on that?
They'll sleep with anything moving. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
Men will sleep with anything moving.
You know, this is so sad.
It's sad, but I think there's been enough incidences out there to warn women, and people always think they're the exception to the rule.
Yes.
And when you learn that you're not, that's when you get wise.
Yeah, you know, it's people's own internal, I don't know if it's racial biases, gender biases. I really don't know what's going on inside of them. But I think that she was under the impression that she was better than all of those other women who have become statistics, you know, because like a lot of these women are pedestalized. They're put up on a pedestal and people fill up their heads with how they're better and they don't have the attitude and they have real hair and that's why they're better and all this other stuff.
And you know what? The higher they raise them, the harder they fall.
But listen, you want to talk about attitude with that string of cuss words we just heard? I mean, it's like people don't understand that there's a reason why Black women speak out against the nonsense that's going on out there. And it's not just quote unquote attitude for attitude's sake. It's like there's a procession of things that are happening in the Black community that make Black women behave a certain way. And so now Iggy was on this pedestal and she was feeling a sort of way, flying high above the negresses. And then now she's holding her baby, lights off, because goodness knows how her hair, face, and bonnet may be looking if she's decided to go that route. And now she's up there cursing into the camera on Christmas. So now what is the issue? Why wasn't she treated like the princess that they exalted her to be, Shira? Why?
Because they lied. Because they lied. And I think most men are only going to hold you up on a pedestal so long. And when they think they got you, then that's when they figure that, oh, well, now I can do whatever I want because I got her. That's why you never get got.
You know what I'm saying? But the thing is that her head was gassed.
Right.
Her head was gassed. She was like,
it up. Other people gassed it up. He gassed it up. But, you know, women are going to be treated the same when they're dealing with certain type of men because all they know. That's all they know how to do is treat a woman this way. They may be, you know, infatuated in the beginning of the relationship, but once the, you know, real life sets in with a child, responsibilities, being there, being responsible, then all of a sudden, you know, something kicks in and they simply do what they were going to do anyway. So it didn't matter.
Yeah. And you know what? This is why it's so important to work on the issues that you have inside. Because like I said, they're taking the toxicity from one community to another. There is, I mean, it's like, I remember when I was in Japan, right? There's a Navy base, I believe an Air Force base in Japan. And there was like the Black guy that was complaining. He was like, oh, you know, these Japanese girls, they don't want to give us a chance now because so many of these men have left them with these little brown skinned babies and have gone back home. And he's like, that's unfair. That's racism. They shouldn't do us like that. And I'm like, but if this is a trend that is happening, how much longer do people, you know, continue to make the same mistakes over and over? Yes, judge people individually, but look at the patterns that are happening. So it's like, you know, so let me ask you a question. How should a woman react or behave when she hears a man downgrading the women of his own community? What should she listen for?
I would side-eye that person. I would side-eye that man because if he treats his own women like that, it's only a matter of time before he treats you like that. Because at some point, you have to understand the reason why he treats his own women like that is because they expect something more out of him. And when he can't, you know, fulfill those expectations, he may go elsewhere. And those same expectations will still be waiting down the line. And he may not feel them there. He may or he may not feel them there. And when he doesn't feel them there, it's going to be the same exact reaction. And I think at that point, the woman will understand why he was, you know, degrading his own women. It wasn't his women. It was their expectations. And the fact that he wanted to put them down and hurt them because he couldn't rise to the expectation. So in order to make himself feel a certain way, or, you know, of a certain stature, he has to put someone else down to feel like he's standing. And so I think they realize that when the same thing starts to happen to them.
Yeah, but by then it's too late.
Well,
by then it's too late. So it's like
had the red flag alert when he started talking about women in general. Any man who's talking about any woman, it don't matter what color they are, is a red flag.
You know, so my question though is, why is it? Because you see, do you all remember what happened to what was this girl's name? Oh my God. She was like, oh, Black men, they put Latinas on a pedestal. And then the very next video was her hair all wild. I believe she was holding a baby, standing around the table, asking this Black man why he don't want to come home. Dude, who was that woman? Tell me who was that woman in the comments. Do you all remember that? Yes, here we go. Sin Santana. Do you remember that debacle years ago?
I do remember a video about that, but yeah, I mean, that's why I don't think men put anybody on a pedestal but themselves. Like, they'll put a woman on a pedestal, but you know, when it comes down to it, they're the ones that's really on the pedestal, the men, because
what do you mean? Explain that. I want to hear this.
They're on the pedestal because they're putting themselves above her. They're putting their needs and wants above her, you know, in the end, because they may raise her up to make her think, oh yeah, I got a good man, da 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 da, and then, you know, as soon as she has a baby or wondering why he's not coming home or calling, that's him putting himself up on a pedestal. Like, I don't have to answer to you, you know, I don't have to come home. I don't have to be there for your, you know, for you, da 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 da. So while he's putting her up on a pedestal, what he's really doing is preparing her for this pulling out of the rug moment. And
Okay.
that's when they start acting all crazy. So the higher somebody lifts you up on a pedestal,
yes,
if they don't like you more than you like them,
mm-hmm.
then they're gonna snatch the rug eventually.
Okay. So let's explore this a little bit better, because I want to understand this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. I just want to grab a comment real quick. And so none is saying I'm light skinned, and it's true. They've always put us on a pedestal.
But then they pull it from under you.
But then let me ask you a question. Because you said as long as you like them more than they like you. If a person is putting you on a pedestal, doesn't it have the appearance of them liking you more? Doesn't it?
It has the appearance.
Mm-hmm.
There's always those red flags.
Like what? Give us some examples of red flags.
Those red flags, like, okay, well, how come you didn't do this, or how come you didn't do that? You lied. Little lies here, little lies there, of course. And a lot of these type of women will save face by making excuses for these men. So if you're a woman and you're finding yourself making excuses for a man, that's a red flag.
Okay, so then let me ask you a question. Do you think that it's all men who put women on pedestals that have these little lies here and there? Or do you think when they put them on the pedestal that they worship the ground that they walk on until they don't?
No, I think a lot of men put them on a pedestal for two reasons.
Yes.
One of the reasons is to kind of showcase the person, like, look what I got. And the second reason is to hurt other people that feel, well, why are you putting this person on a pedestal? So it's for two reasons. And one is to showboat, and one is to, you know, hurt other people that may feel some type of way about it. But really, it's all for himself. None of it is for the woman. It's all for him. So
you feel that the pedestal is really his own pedestal?
What did you say? I'm sorry.
So you feel that the pedestal that he's putting her on is really his own pedestal that he's lifting himself up on. I still need to understand that idea, because if a person is on a pedestal, then that person is up on the pedestal.
It's a trophy case.
So how does a person know whether or not a man likes them more than she likes him, or just being pedestalized?
She'll know, because he'll do everything in his power to make sure that she's happy, not well-dressed, not in a new car, that as well, but also happy.
Okay. See, I feel like I feel like we need to dive deeper in, because I feel like you're saying something that I really want to get, because I'll just tell you my point of view. And I don't know, because I don't know what the modus operandi is, right? But what I can imagine is that they
It's my cat.
Oh, is it? Okay. What I can imagine is that they prop these girls up. They tell them how beautiful they are, how different they are, how they're this, how they're that. But then isn't that the same behavior that a man exhibits when he's just really head over heels for you? So where's the differentiation, so that a woman could be like, nah, this is a mirage. This is not real. And these are the things that he would do if it were real, versus this just being, him putting me on a pedestal for his own pedestal.
The difference to me is if you've dated, like, I don't know how many men like that men that they've dated before, but they may see a pattern. But a lot of times, a lot of these women have never dated, Black men before, and they don't see the pattern. So they may not be able to see the signs or the red flags. But to me, if you're not putting me first and number one, then I'm not really on a pedestal. If you're only putting me on a pedestal sometimes and only putting me on a pedestal when people are around, or when I'm mad at you, those are the signs, because a lot of these men, that's all they do. And the woman who feels like they're on the pedestal, they know that they're not on the pedestal all the time, just sometimes. Because when those cameras go off and those doors close, he's on a video game, he's gone, he's doing something. But when he's around, oh, you're so beautiful, da da da. But if you're not always on that pedestal and always the priority, then that's how you know it's not real.
Okay, so you're talking about consistency and over a long period of time, like, and then also when other people are not looking. So
Right.
you're saying that the women who are being pedestalized, so in what instances does the pedestalization happen? Is it only in public? Is it only in the beginning? Does it only last just a few months? Can they pedestalize for years, but only when company is over? What's your opinion on that?
I believe that it's in the beginning and sporadically when, they have to make up for something, and the woman has to keep up the facade because she looks stupid if she doesn't. She'll pretend that everything is all good, like, until it's not, until she's like, I'm done with this. But she'll pretend all day to keep up the appearance because she's been pedestalized. And so now she looks stupid for making a rant. And so she tries to keep up the appearance. And then finally, something's got to give and somebody's going to find out. And everybody's going to say, see, I told you so. But a lot of that is the woman also covering up a lot of things because they don't want to be embarrassed, because they took a chance and they don't want to admit that they're not being treated that much different from other women that they may be pit against that relationship. They just don't want people to know.
Okay. So now she's out here, baby in tow, cussing on the gram, begging the baby daddy to come and sign a birth certificate, and caught up in just some ghetto ass shit. And now the facade is gone. Listen, I think it is embarrassing. I think it is embarrassing because people for so long have been like, oh, Black women, you're the problem. This is why the men treat you like this. Victim blaming, right? You get treated like this because of XYZ. You're overweight, your hair ain't real, your lashes ain't real, all types of excuses. You got an attitude or this, that, and the other. But are they treating women of other communities and creeds? Are they treating them better? That's the question. Are they really, truly being treated better? And I wonder but then also, this is my other train of thought, right? And so we know that when a man is more attracted to a woman, and you talk about this on your show, if you look good, right, a man will treat you differently than if he feels that you don't. Right. So if we live in a colorist society, is it possible that a man would be like, oh, well, this person looks good to me, so I'm going to try extra hard. I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to step above and beyond because I want this person to stay with me. Right. So is it possible that a person can act like trash in one community and then meet a woman that he's very attracted to because of colorist or European ideals, and then step up and become a completely different man? Is that possible? How possible is it?
I think it's possible because of society and how they, push what the image of success looks like, push what the image of beauty is supposed to look like. And so, men who see that, they want to be associated with it. And so that's why they end up trying to treat these women a certain way and stay in that environment and stay, doing stuff that they wouldn't do for their own women and, that they were with before that, because they don't see the value, because value is based on what people tell you is valuable. Somebody could tell you a seashell is valuable, and then somebody can tell you a piece of paper is valuable. But if you see that piece of paper everywhere in people's hands that are powerful, then you're going to start to associate paper with, wealth. And that's what you're going to view wealth as. And if you see an image of a certain type of woman up everywhere, that's what you're going to start to think, success or beauty is. And so you're going to naturally, because you've been brainwashed, you're going to naturally feel that and think that and say, okay, well, this is better, even though the actual value in wealth would be more in a seashell versus a piece of paper. So You've been duped and you've been fooled, but you don't know it. So but you're still responding to the trickery. And I call it trickery because that's exactly what it is. It's, when someone wants to hide something that's very valuable, they claim that it has no value.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So then, and somebody's asking, why am I asking these questions? I'm asking these questions to explore the topic and to pick Shira's brain. That's okay, right, Shira?
Yeah, I don't mind.
All right. Yes. So let's jump in again, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do we know the difference between a man who is like, well, society has told me that this is more valuable, and so I'm going to treat this thing better because it has more social clout, right? Versus, oh, this person is on a pedestal and I'm going to eventually, mistreat this thing. How do we know the difference? What's the difference?
Men don't, I don't think men think ahead, and I don't think they plan 20 to 15 years from now, or even 5 years from now, a lot of them. So they don't know how they're going to react. They're basically living day by day and feeling, oh, well, if she likes me, then she'll put up with me, and I don't think that they plan. I don't think that they see their lives 5 years in advance. A lot of women do that, but men don't. So they don't know. They don't know any better. They don't know what they're going to do.
Okay. You know what? Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. That answer just sums it all up so perfectly. And I'll give my point of view on it. And I think people are, and I think that this is why, so we're content creators, right? And people pedestalize us. They put us on a pedestal and they say, oh, well, and they hold us up to a standard, because inside of them, they feel that if other people are able to reach this standard, that makes it possible for me. Right. And I think that there are a lot of men out there who are wanting to be the best man that they can be, and or get to the highest level, get to the most success, be kind and loving and caring, or have the success, or climb the ladder, or whatever, right? And he's tumbled and fallen in past relationships, and so he says, oh, well, this is because of her. If only she was XYZ, I would have been able to be perfect in this relationship. I think that people are searching for this perfection, that they can be kinder, that they can make no mistakes, that they can be the type of man that they feel that they know that they can be on the inside, but that is just the other person in the relationship that's stopping them from being all of these amazing things, but they don't do the internal work to actually become those things. And what happens is they go from one relationship to another, to another, to another. And all of these relationships, because, like it's so wonderful in the beginning, and they're looking all doe-eyed into your eyeballs. And like you said, they don't plan ahead. And they think, okay, well, now this is my chance. So I had this type of woman and I couldn't be the man that I knew that I am on the inside with this woman. So now I'm going to get this woman. And so now, so this woman looks better. This woman is lighter or brighter or blonder or taller or slimmer or bigger boobed or bigger booty or thicker or whatever it is that he feels that he can find through this woman. And he's hoping that this woman can give birth to the man that he knows that he is through this relationship. And because he hasn't done the inner work, wherever, you know, there's this saying that goes, wherever you go, there you are. And so he leaves this relationship, this community, this baby mama, and he goes over here expecting something different, but he's the same. And he ends up dragging all of that dust and the baggage over there with him. And then he's like, just like in that Erykah Badu song where she's talking about, you know, bag lady, you're going to hurt your back, carrying around those bags like that. And it's like he brings that baggage with him. And then he looks around and he's like, why is your place filled up with so much bags? And he doesn't realize he came in the door with so many. What do you all think of my point of view? Am I off base, or what do you think?
I mean, I agree with you. Until people take responsibility for themselves, they're going to look for everybody else to blame. And they're going to keep hopping from one woman to the next when they just need to look in the mirror and fix what's wrong with them first. And usually when they fix what's wrong with them, they'll attract a totally different type of woman because they've changed. And they're only going to attract the same type of woman if they never change. So they'll just repeat the pattern over and over.
Got you. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Absolutely. 100%. That's exactly how I feel. I think that people can't get away from themselves. And I think that there are a lot of women who are looking for recognition from men and who are looking for verification from men and validation. And I think that Iggy was looking for some sort of validation that, you know, that she is indeed, quote unquote, better. And now she's in a position where now she's been made into a baby mama where this man is not coming to say she claims he was playing PlayStation on the day their child was born during COVID.
See, that's where me and her would have been, it would have been a whole different story. I would have made up a lie about where he was.
Wait, why? Tell me why. You would have made excuses for him?
I was mad just because I could. I'd be like, he's with his boyfriend, whatever his name is, playing PlayStation somewhere, you know. I would put that rumor out there. If he's gonna make me look stupid, I'll make him look stupid just the same. He ran when his boyfriend called to go play PlayStation. Meanwhile, I'm over here having this baby. So I guess you know where his priorities is. You know? And I would have like, can you come sign your child's birth certificate so you can come on out the closet and just get this over with? That's what I would have did.
So you would have just
know how to do it right.
Savage.
I would have just did the same thing. And she embarrassed herself. And I mean, if you really think about it, why would a grown man go rush to run and play PlayStation with some dude while his child is being born? That don't sound right. That's not just his friend.
Yeah.
You know, or either that or he was embarrassed or trying to avoid the whole situation altogether. But I don't care. I'm just going to assume the worst, and I'm going to be all emotional because I'm full of pregnancy hormones, and I would just let it. Oops, I was pregnant and I was depressed and I had that postpartum. I would have blamed it all on that. And now he'll have to deal with all of this. You know, I would just made life hard for him too.
Yeah, I feel you.
Once a rumor is out, you can't pull it back.
That is true. Well, listen, I mean, in all honesty, she doesn't know what's going on over there in this alleged PlayStation.
I would assume that he likes him more than he likes me if he's over there.
Yeah, that's sad. That's really sad. You know, there are people who are saying that she knew exactly what he was like and about before she even got pregnant. But I think people allow themselves to get gassed up. I think they let themselves get gassed up, and I think they let themselves listen to all types of stupid rumors and think that they're better and above the fray.
Right. Someone says he's 23 years old, so he's still a child.
Is he 23?
And how old is she? 30?
Oh, okay. And they're saying he looks dirty. Let's take a look at what this man may look like, because I don't know.
Say he dirty.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look. I want to see. So his name is Playboi Carti. Here we go. All right. So let's take a look and see what this man looks like. Oh, Jesus Christ.
I didn't know he looked like that.
This is the person she let inside of her? Hold on.
Click on it.
I don't even want to click on it. This is the person she let in her? Unprotected?
I don't care if he was rich and famous.
Just look at the way he looked.
Look, you look like you got to take a tetanus shot to be with him.
Oh, let's look for some more pictures because I don't know what is going on here. This man don't look good.
It looked like they done photoshopped her in.
Yeah, that is Photoshop because she's here with and I don't know who that baby is because she had a newborn, didn't she?
Yeah, I think that's fake.
But here's again, it says 2 days ago. So this is him. My gracious goodness. Oh my Lord.
Could look like a off-brand Future.
I don't know what is going on here. It looked like Lil Wayne and somebody mixed together. Let's see what's this over here. Oh, child. You know what? Oh my gracious. Is this him? Oh yes, because it got the same scar on his face. So I don't know. Listen, let me just so you're not attracted to him?
I'd rather have an old man. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, gracious goodness. Oh, let's see what in the world. Oh, Jesus Christ. So the plaque tongue out and everything. Oh, and people are saying that she is a Dusty, so she attracted a Dusty. Oh my
I mean, if he cleaned himself up, maybe he would look okay. But the way that he's presenting himself, I don't find it attractive.
Hold on. I just saw a picture I want to go back to. Hold on. This right here with this choker on. This, come on now.
Just give me some vibes right there. Like,
how you doing? Yeah, buddy. I don't know what is going on. Yeah, especially with that V-neck on, with a woman on the shirt, and he has the little shawl on or whatever that's going on over there. I don't know what is happening. Oh my gracious goodness, this is sad.
Well, you know, a lot of those new rappers that don't have a lot of talent, they go both ways.
Why? What that got to do with talent, though?
It's a whole nother story, but it's some deep level stuff that goes on in the entertainment industry.
What type of vibes you get from this photo?
I get that. I think he's advertising himself to some higher ups.
What do you mean? Advertising himself to higher ups in what way?
Higher ups in the executive entertainment industry. I think he's trying to get him a new deal, you know, some endorsements, you know. I think that's his advertisement.
So what type of higher ups do you think he's advertising himself in front of, Shira?
I don't know. Whoever wants some of him. I don't know. Whoever want to join him. Whoever got some good deals. I'm serious.
I cannot right now. So you think he's advertising? I want to know how many straight men have ever worn a huge shirt with a woman's makeup picture face on it. I want to know because this is the second picture we've seen. Oh, what about these vibes? I cannot. This is too much. And he's forever wearing picture shirts with women on them. Oh, what about the vibes here?
Oh, yes. Yes.
He got the phallic symbol up near his lips.
And it's orange.
An orange tip. Oh my gracious goodness. Here's another one. I cannot. This is lowbrow now at this point. This is lowbrow. This is lowbrow. So let me take a survey of the heterosexual men in the audience. If you have ever worn a shirt with a woman's face on it, just that's the design with a woman's face on it, put up the number 2. If you have never, well, you know what? If you are, let's say heterosexual, right? If you're a heterosexual male, have you ever worn a shirt with a woman's face on it? Put up the number 2. If you have not, put up the number 3. I want to see. They said, leave Izzy's Kang alone. Leave her Kang alone.
He's somebody else's. I mean, he just told her he was gay. He by just saying, I would rather be playing with my friend than watch my child be born. He just he'd rather be with a man than with his woman and child. He just said it, and people don't listen when people make bold statements and wonder why, they still get played. He trying to tell people. He trying to tell her, look, I'd rather be my boyfriend. Sorry, bye.
All right. So you feel that he's speaking to her through his actions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look, I
understand action.
Wow. All right. Well, you know what? Listen, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. Listen, so we got some 2s and we got some 3s in there, but the earlier 2s may have come when I didn't give the qualifier. So I don't know.
You said maybe someone says maybe he needs some time off, or maybe he needs some time with his man.
Yeah, Yeah, you never know. And somebody's saying it's the bling choker for me. I'm trying to.
If your man saying, look, I don't want you to be over there with her. You better come over here with me before I out you.
Okay. And also they said that he was with, they're saying the homophobia is real in here. But what are we saying as homophobic, honestly? I mean, there are people who
it's not homophobic, it's real. Like, if y'all understand the music industry, 99.9% of those men be doing stuff for recognition, for contracts, for deals, for endorsements.
All right. Let's look up Lil Uzi Vert. All right, here's Lil Uzi Vert. Let's see what he looks like. Oh, how interesting. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my gracious. Ooh. Oh, my. Oh, my. This is he got 2 little buns on his head? Oh, my God. Oh, wait. What's going on here? He got ponytails. This is wait a minute. Wait a minute. What is happening in the music industry? Lot of mercy. Oh my. Let me see if I can find a picture of them together. Playboi Carti and Lil Uzi Vert. But the thing is that you cannot tell from looking at a person what their proclivities are. I mean, there's some movements that can be a little more how you doing than others. But
look at the prison industry. Look at the prison. You can't tell people doing stuff in prison. They're very manly up in there. But at the same time, they're doing stuff.
Yeah. Okay. So these are the 2 of them together. Yeah, something ain't right. Oh, they got a lot of photos to get. Ooh, so close. Goodness. Oh my. Oh, very close. Oh, they got so many photos together.
Oh, there it goes right
Over
there.
the years. Oh, he got a Merce. Oh, he got the Merce going. Oh my. Oh, and the hip out just like they do on America's Next Top Model. You know? Oh, they get way back. They go back way back. Oh, this is no joke. Oh. Oh my. This is very interesting. All right. What are your thoughts after seeing all of this?
I mean, I don't think there's anything to think. It's the obvious.
What's obvious, Shira?
He'd rather be with his man than his baby mama. Duh.
My. Oh, goodness. They saying lovers since middle school. Oh, my gracious goodness. They're a couple. Somebody said Bert and Ernie. Not Bert and Ernie. You know they can. Ernie, I think one of them is dead now, but I think Bert came out of the closet recently. One of them came out of the closet recently. Oh my goodness. Oh my gracious. So somebody thinks that we're just putting down Black men.
No, I mean, this is why I say this is why you have to be careful, because you have if a man can't tell that another man is a certain way, how's he supposed to tell the difference between a man or a woman? How's he supposed to tell the difference if that's why I don't trust what men think, because they can't see. They can't see like women. They don't have that eye for detail. So they don't see that. But women see that.
What do you think? What do you think they're not seeing?
The obvious.
You think it's obvious?
Mm-hmm.
Man.
It's me, because I'm like, as soon as I would see this outfit and then how they act around each other, I wouldn't automatically know. I can feel that.
So Christina is saying go to Carti's IG and it's obvious. Let's go there and see. Let's head to his IG and see what the deal is.
There's nothing wrong with it, but at the same time, if he's with a woman who thinks he's straight and who, is asking where he is on the birth of his child, maybe she's the only one that don't know. Or maybe she do know. Who knows?
Here we go. So this is his Instagram page. Let's pull this up. Oh my gracious. These are the pictures he chose. Listen, what vibe you get there? Oh my gracious. Ooh. This is very interesting. Oh, a man all up behind him. Look, eyeliner or something.
Yep, look at that.
What the blood clot? Oh, look at this with you know how women put the two knees together for the pictures? Oh my gracious goodness. Oh, wow. Oh, legs open, bottom pan the chair, tongue out. Oh, Christina, you did not tell a lie. You did not tell a lie. What? Leg spread eagle, one on one side. Who does
I mean, he ready for action. Leave
me alone, Shira.
I'm serious. Y'all think I'm playing? He ready to make a video. He's like, I'm ready for some gigs, some deals, some endorsements, some.
I can't. You make the water come down my eyes.
Manifest through me, sir.
I cannot. No. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm just gonna look at a few more pictures. I'm intrigued now because I need to understand this. Okay. Oh my gracious. hands down.
You know,
back
that's
up.
part of the deal too, you know, to procreate with someone, to pass some type of energy on to that baby so that one of them execs can be reborn.
Can't with you. I've never seen a man close his knees up like that in a photo that was, you know, not representing a certain flair. Look at this.
You know,
so
if you look at the pattern, if you just look at the pattern of many rappers,
yes.
that they make deals, and part of the deal is to have a certain type of child, because that ensures certain things, because you know they all into the occult and stuff. So it's very deep what he's doing. You can see it all on his page.
Well, you know what? I see he has horns on in this photo. If you see the horns.
Yeah, he wears a lot of red, which is also also means something as well. But when you're not super talented, you're famous, it's because you made a lot of deals with certain people.
Does. This is little Uzi Vert's page. Now, come on.
Yep.
What does that picture look like, Shiva?
I'm ready to
to what?
Show you what that mouth do, sir.
I can't, Shiva. I can't. Let me just scroll down a little bit more. And 2 million people like this. So, oh wow. Oh, he only has. Oh wow. I guess he's taking his pictures down. Oh my gracious goodness. Oh.
But it's true, like
puckered up lips, nose ring. Wow. I don't know, Shira.
Look at his shirt. It say Queen on it. What more?
Wait, hold on. Where?
The first one.
Oh my gracious goodness. You did not lie. With the dreamy eyes coming up at you.
He's your queen to be.
1.8 million people liked it. Let me see what they're saying on it. Let's see what the comments are saying. Look at my eyes.
You know why a lot of rappers do that? Because they won't be accepted. So they may have to hide it or have a beard.
Okay.
Maybe that's why. And like I said, that's why I don't know if it's true or not, but that's why I say, you know, Lil Nas X, at least he's true to himself.
Okay, well, he came out and said, I'm bi. Okay. All right. Well, you know what? Listen, I have these comments are too much. Oh my goodness. Oh, Courtney is saying Queen is a band as well.
It's also a word.
Oh my goodness. Somebody say a YMCA. Yeah, too much. Listen, ew, somebody say he looked like, this is too much. This is too much. All right, listen. Well, you know what? Listen, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. You know, let's take one more. Let's take another gander. Let's see what Iggy is looking like. Let's go to her Instagram. Let's see if she still got it up, because you know sometimes they spill their business, and then the next thing you know. So Iggy Azalea, this is all right, 14 million. Okay. So all right. So okay, she's not a bad looking woman. Oh, come on now. Ah. So this baby wasn't just born. This baby looks like it's about, how many months would you give this baby? This baby looks
6
months, 6 to 8 months. So I'm confused. Why is she just now coming out about this now?
Maybe he haven't come home.
Oh, or maybe he had them cakes to make him stay on the plate.
Does she have more than one child? I don't know.
I don't think she does. I think this is her first.
Oh, she did say she had a big baby, that he was large. Remember, she had to have.
Yeah. That she had to have the scheduled C-section because it was too big. Well, you know what? Let's go. Let's see where the birth announcement is.
But she could be lying.
But you know what? Even if that baby was a newborn, that baby would not be able to hold up his head by himself as a newborn.
That's why I think it's a lie.
You know what I'm saying? So she doesn't have a birth announcement on here. Let's take a look on Google and see. Iggy Azalea.
How old is she?
Announcement. Let's see what we find. Iggy Azalea announces that she had a son on her Instagram. This was June 10th. So we were right, about 6 months. So insider.com is saying she welcomed her first child, and this is June 10th, 2020. You see that? So yeah, so the baby's about 6 months then. This is, so she said, I have a son. I kept waiting for the right time to say something, but it feels like the more time passes, the more I realize I'm always going to feel anxious to share news that giant with the world. I want to keep his life private, but wanted to make it clear he is not a secret. I love him beyond words. How interesting. Okay. All right. Well. This has been a journey. I don't know what to think or say now. What about you?
Well, he wasn't there to sign the birth certificate, so it's still the same story as just 6 months ago. But I still think, the same thing.
What birth certificate? 6 months later, the birth certificate is already printed now. It's like when you have a baby, you have like this temp birth, like this temp thing, but then they have to go file it with the state. It's already been filed now. It's been 6 months. His name is not on it. Some of you who have just had new babies, they still do the little thing, and then you have to fill in the names, and the father has to come sign, and then they have to send it to the state and register it, right? Am I off base here?
Yeah, but if he doesn't sign it, he can't be. They have to go through a long process if he is to be put on child support.
Right, exactly. So this is what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, it's been 6 months. That birth certificate is already sent to the state. How is she going to get his name on it now? Because she's very
amendment. They got to do an amendment and the DNA test and all that now.
So Marie Jackson is saying DNA. And so your Dito is saying you can have a certified amendment in court. It isn't impossible. Right. But what I'm saying is, he's not signing the birth certificate at that point. He's signing an amendment to the birth certificate because this is why I thought that this was a newborn, because she's like, come sign your Merry Christmas, sign your son's birth certificate. Has anybody added a father's name to the birth certificate after the fact? What was the process like? Because, and then do you have to, okay, so I can imagine DNA tests. Okay, so listen. A child is saying she'll have to have a petition to the court for a DNA test, right? And Letitia is saying you can add the father after the DNA test, but how are they going to get his DNA to do the test?
They have to court order him.
Okay, so they have to court order him, and he has to either show up or be arrested. They have to court order him under penalty.
But I think if he's in a different state, it's hard.
Wow. This is a whole mess. This whole situation is a damn mess. Ugh. And people in the audience were saying she should have chose better. Listen. Oh, my goodness. Somebody saying we need to watch Paternity Court. Listen, I didn't even know there was a paternity court. Somebody saying poor Becky. Signe saying Iggy could have done better.
Well, she could set him up to come back. Act like he won an award or something, and then have them waiting right there to serve him.
And Karenimi is saying, my dad wanted me. I got his last name. What are your thoughts about giving last name in an unmarried situation?
I never thought about that, but
I am not with it.
if you're not part of that person's family,
No.
then you're taking the last name of whoever's taking care of you.
Yeah, so it's like people don't want to step up and create a family unit. They want their legacy to live on, to become eternal through your womb, for this child to have your last name. And now every single day you go to fill out the child's papers and you got a different last name for the baby and all this other stuff, and he's not there. Listen, honey is saying don't do it. Somebody saying it doesn't make sense, and have his legacy move on. What about if they live together? Listen, because you can change you can change a child's name. Because like after a person is born, you can do a name change. Anybody could change their name. And when you change a child's name, you just have to put it in the newspaper and all of this. But to give a person the last name and you're not married, like, this is what I'm saying. It's like Paris Milan talks about this all the time, about how we have baby showers and not wedding showers.
Yeah, a lot of men will say, "Oh, I want you to have my baby. I want you to have my baby." And like the women are all thinking that's cute. Oh, he want me to have this baby. What does that mean? What does it mean when a man say, "I want you to have my baby"? It mean you're supposed to say, "I want you to have my wedding."
Do you know what I'm saying? Exactly. I think that if he wants to have the child have his last name, there are things that he needs to do to earn that right. I think that there are far too many women giving children last names to men who are not there. And they don't deserve that. If he's not there, not in the child's life in any type of way, not caring for the child, why? Why does he have that person's last name? Why?
Tradition.
Yeah, but
for themselves, they just do go with the flow.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I don't believe in it. Not buying the cow and getting the milk for free. Try to get the ring before you carry. Marry before you carry. That's what they say. And now I think Chrissy uses that term. Marry before you carry.
Like I don't believe that anybody can talk you into having a baby before having a wedding unless you allow them to. Like, okay, well, I'm gonna have a baby by you, because the women think that's gonna keep a man. That's not gonna keep a man. That make him run faster. Unless you're married, it's harder to leave.
Yeah, because you're not saddled.
You want to keep a man easier. I'm not saying there's guarantees, because husbands leave all the time. But if you want to make it harder, get that marriage license.
Yeah. So if a person is pregnant already and they're not married, what are some things that the woman can do to make him go down to the courthouse, or however you want to do it? What can she do? What can she say?
Blame the mom. My mom says you need to marry me. Make an honest woman out of me, or start talking about some child support. That'll make them run down there quick.
Really?
It's like, we're not married, so guess what? I have to put you on child support. My mom said if I'm not married, then the man should be on child support.
Okay, I feel you on that. Well, you know what? Listen, we've gone for an hour, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and give your goodbyes, and we're gonna jump out of here. I want to hear the rest of your comments below about this whole situation. Somebody says she could have gotten Elon Musk. Could she have? I don't know what her mannerisms and her behavior is like. Do you? Let me find something. Let me find an interview with her. Let me see which page is shared. Let's go to YouTube and find her talking, because I've heard her talk in the past, but I don't know if she's ratchet or if she got some sense about her. Let's see.
Somebody said Elon Musk don't want her.
You know what I'm saying? Listen, could she have gotten Elon Musk? All right, let's see. Iggy Azalea. Let's see. Azalea.
I think they might be mistaken Azalea Banks, because I know she has ties with Elon Musk.
Oh, no, not Azalea. Isn't Azalea having some? All right, so she was with Vogue. So let's see. Should we look, which interview should we look at? I want to see her being herself. But
I think the most recent would be more who she is today.
Okay, so this says 1 year ago. This is 5 years ago, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, 5 years. I guess she doesn't do interviews very often. So it looks like the one. Oh, look. So here, looks like she's on a radio station. So here, let's see how she behaves.
97.1 AMP Radio. We are Edgar, Brian, and Chelsea. And with us in studio this morning, we have the one and only Iggy Azalea, everybody.
Yay! You said you're on our clock right now.
On your radio time, yes.
What time were you up at?
5. But now I feel like that's nothing.
No.
You just told me that you get up at like 2 a.m.
You got up earlier than I
feel like
I don't know what they're bragging about. She's not acting crazy.
I wish I looked a fraction as good as you do today.
Yeah, she's not talking crazy. What is it that people are saying makes her dusty? What makes her dusty? I want to know. Tam is saying she could have got Larry the Cable Guy. Let's see. I just want to. What is her music like? I don't want to play any of it because YouTube acts funny. But if I, you know what we'll do? We'll just look at it. We'll look at it because I've never heard her music before. Oh, look, she's doing a freestyle. Let's see.
Oh, that's a terrible one.
Let's see. So freestyle. Let's see.
Splash! You feel good? I feel fucking hot. Tire marks.
Okay.
Finish line with fire marks.
I can't.
And then they start to another way train. Master, she know pants, that's what like pants. Director, bet your did like go like that. She face her mother like fence. He ain't get a bitch, watch him like your swipe. He's going back like a woman.
Oh no, hell to the no. Hell to the no. I'm sorry. What was that?
Erykah Badu was making fun of her on the Soul Train Awards like a couple years ago.
I could not. Hold on. No, I could not. What was this mess? What was this? Tire marks. Hold on.
Have to on top of the wing. When I win, when I win, I win. When I win, I good. Like she got hoes on call. Got hoes on call. Come to take a protocol. Just images, that's my protocol. Cause many Australians are swords and no camera. I don't care who you are. No killer rap, gotta give it to you raw. Peace one point, when the beat me a joint, gotta twist this beat. I'm spraying my joint. Straight crack back. One to the clap, who go to the rain. To the taking the action, do it. No, motherfucking that. It's Iggy, not Jiggle.
I mean, Copper, what the hell was that mess?
I don't know what that was, but it was...
I'm so confused. I've seen it all now. I've seen it all. I heard it all. Listen, I can't. On that note, I'm getting out of here. Shira, say your goodbyes. Somebody said,
bye, y'all. Thank y'all.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Here we go. Listen, go ahead. Say your goodbyes.
Bye. If you want to subscribe to my channel, it's Shira71. Thank you. Sprinkle.
Her link is in the description below. Oh, my Lord. I don't know what is going on out there. All right. Thank you all. Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Thank you, Shira. All right. Thank you all for coming out. Shira's links are in the description below. There's some people who sent me some cash apps. So Callie sent $10. Thank you so much, Callie, for the $10. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Listen, I don't know what that was. You know what? She sounded like she had some sense on that radio interview, but then when she went to go do that freestyle, I don't know what that was. I don't know what that mess was, but I can't. I understand. Everything is coming full circle and full understanding now. So thank you all for bearing with us through that broadcast. I want to hear your thoughts below about how you feel about this situation that she's put herself in. And now 6 months later, I guess the man is not supporting, because 6 months later, she's begging for him to come and sign the birth certificate. The baby is so big, he's holding up his own head now. She done went from trying to keep his life private to now the baby's on the gram. This is so much. This is so much. Anyway, I will see you all in the next video. Make sure that you subscribe, like the video. And my book, the Book of Affirmations, Self-Love, right here. It is sold out worldwide, but you can go ahead and put this on your wish list on Amazon. It should be out in about 3 weeks. And this book helps you rewrite your subconscious programming. I am a self-love specialist, and all you have to do is just rewrite each affirmation, and it helps rewire your brain to attract abundance, love, money, positive experiences, all of that. So listen, on that note, I will see you all in the next video. Thank you. Special thank you to Shira for coming out and doing this reaction and teaching us about pedestals and some game, etc., etc. So thank you so much, Shira. We love you. We love you very, very much. And I will see you all in the next video. Tanya TKO, and I am out. Peace. Lord of mercy. Go out there and love one another. But most importantly, what? Love yourself. And part of loving yourself is knowing your worth and knowing what it is that you deserve and making sure that you get your deserve and get what you deserve, and don't go flying on $1 and a dream. All right? That is it. I will see you all later. Peace.
Thank you for watching. Make sure that you thumbs up the video, make sure that you subscribe, and hit the bell notifications to be notified of new videos. Leave a comment below, share the video, and come over to TanyaTKO.com to subscribe to my personal mailing list and drop me a message of a viral story that you'd like for me to cover. See you on the other side. Peace.